Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to do today is we're going to be looking at all of our baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, July 2nd. Can you believe that it is month 4 of the Major League Baseball season? We are almost at the midway point, almost at the All-Star break. This year is flying by. We have 18 games in total today. There's 3 doubleheaders. That's right, 3 doubleheaders today. There's a lot of games. We're going to look over every single matchup, a look at the rosters, a lineup, the pitching, try to predict the outcome for every game, who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final score might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, guys, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you disagree? Do you agree? What are your thoughts on these games? Let me know down in the comments, and I will make sure that I respond to every single comment that you leave. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate that. And we'll have our Patreon coming out soon. I'll be putting that down in the description. We go over every game, every day, this entire baseball season, so make sure to like and subscribe. Once the football season starts, we also do the same thing for football, NFL, college football. We do predictions and best bets for all the matchups. If you're a sports fan, baseball fan, football fan, doesn't matter. Make sure that you like and subscribe. But let's not waste any more time. We have a buttload of games to go over. Let's get started. Our very first matchup at 12:10 p.m. we have the 35-52 Athletics on the road here versus the 47-38 Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are at home if you want to call Steinbrenner Field home technically. Right now Tampa Bay 66.1% chance to win this game. The Athletics a 33.9% chance. The Rays are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Tampa Bay minus 180. The Athletics are plus 150 right now. One thing the A's can do, they have awful pitching, but they do hit a lot of home runs. They always have a sluggish chance to win these games. They're averaging 4.1 runs per game, 248 batting average, 104 home runs. That's top 10 in baseball, 46 steals, giving up 5.42 runs per game. That is bottom 3 in the major leagues right now. Tampa Bay, they had an extremely hot month of June. The big question is, will they be able to carry that momentum up to the All-Star break through the month of July? Right now, they are second place in the East, one of the hottest teams right now, 4.8 runs a game, 259 average, 93 home runs, 108 stolen bases as a team. That is number 1. It is number 1 by a lot, a very aggressive team on the base pass, giving up 3.71 runs per game. They have the starting pitching. They also have the bullpen. Looking at the pitching matchup, Mitch Spence on the mound right now for the A's. The A's as a team cannot pitch. That is not Mitch Spence's fault. He's having a really good season. 2-3 record. 3.82 ERA, 63.2 innings, 55 strikeouts, only 7 home runs given up. Ryan Popeil on the mound for the Rays. Career about a 3 career ERA. Great start to his career. 5-6 record, 3.36 ERA, 96.1 innings, 92 strikeouts. He's keeping guys from scoring, striking people out. The A's do strike out a lot. They are a swing and miss team. Give me Tampa Bay winning this game, covering the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. In our second game on MLB Network at 12:35 p.m., the 47-39 St. Louis Cardinals, third place in the NL Central. The Cardinals, veteran team, swinging a hot bat right now. One of the more balanced teams in baseball. They'll be facing off versus the 36-50 Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates, playing a little bit better baseball the last 2 weeks. One thing about the Pirates, one of the worst offenses you will see in the majors, but also one of the better pitching staffs in baseball. Their pitchers, they just need some run support, guys. Right now, the Pirates, a 39.5% chance to win this game. St. Louis, a 60.5% chance. The Cardinals are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. St. Louis is minus 145. Pittsburgh is plus 120. But whenever you have a team that can pitch like Pittsburgh right now, you always have to give them a potential nod here. They're always ready for the upset if they can keep the score low. That's the key. St. Louis, they're averaging 4.7 runs a game. 255 average, 87 home runs, 47 steals, giving up 3.91 runs per game. The Pirates, 3.5 runs per game. That is bottom 5 offense overall in baseball. 234 average, 60 home runs, 74 steals, giving up 3.78 runs per game. That is top 8. They can't hit, but they can pitch. Looking at the pitching today, the Pirates have Mitch Keller on the mound, career 4.4 ERA. This season, one of the better starts of his career, 2-10 record, 2-10. He only has 2 wins, but he has a 3.9 ERA. That just lets you know this team does not score runs when he's on the mound. 99.1 innings, 77 strikeouts, only 7 home runs in 16 games. That's really good. Sonny Gray on the mound for the Cardinals, one of the most consistent pitchers in baseball the last decade. As long as he's not in a pinstripes uniform, this guy gives you the same performance week in, week out. Career 3.5 ERA. This season, 8-2 record, 3.36 ERA, 93.2 innings, 101 strikeouts. Give me Sonny Gray. Give me the Cardinals to win this game to cover the spread. And I'm going to go with the under. And our third game is the first of our three doubleheaders. Guys, I'm going to say it like it is. I do not like doubleheaders. Crazy things happen in doubleheaders, and we have three of them today. It's going to be a very interesting day. Whatever happens game one in a doubleheader, the complete opposite usually happens game two. That's just the way it works. If you score 10 runs game one, you're probably scoring 2 runs game two. It's the way it always plays out. Things get interesting because you never know what's going to happen with the bullpens. You could tax your bullpen game one and be completely depleted game two. We don't know what's going to happen by the time that we get to game two. Our first one, game one of the doubleheader on MLB Network at 1:05 p.m. The 45-39 San Diego Padres, second place in the NL versus the 50-35 Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies are hot right now. They are first place in the NL East. Philadelphia, 53.9% chance to win this game. San Diego, 46.1. However, the Pirates, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. San Diego is -120. Philadelphia is even. I will call this like it is. This, to me, is a 50-50 pick'em game. You can make a strong case for this case to go either way, especially with the doubleheader factor. Looking at the Padres, 4.2 runs a game. They have to get Fernando Tatis back on track. He is the key to getting this offense going. 247 average, 73 home runs. 57 steals, giving up 3.64 runs per game. Very good starting rotation, very good bullpen. The Phillies, one of the hotter teams in baseball. Bryce Harper swinging the bat now. He's back in the lineup. Schwarber, 25 home runs. They have Trey Turner. As a team, they're averaging 4.6 runs a game. 255 average, 88 home runs, 71 steals, giving up 3.76 runs per game. In my personal opinion, when their starting rotation is fully healthy, they will have the deepest starting rotation in baseball. That is when it is fully healthy. It's not there yet, and they're still number one in the competitive NL East. Looking at that pitching today, very good pitching matchup. Nick Pivetta on the mound for the Padres, 8-2 record, 3.36 ERA, 91 innings, 101 strikeouts. Great start to the season, career year for him. Mick Abel, the rookie, on the mound for the Phillies, 2-1 record, 3.47 ERA, 23.1 innings, 18 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of home runs, 7 home runs in 23 innings, but I wouldn't say that the Padres are a power-hitting team. The goal here, get your pitchers as deep into this game as possible so that you can conserve that bullpen potentially for game two. Give me the Phillies to pull off the upset here. I'm going to go with the +1.5, and again, I'm going to go with the under. And this next game is a lot closer than it appears. Our next doubleheader, game one at 1:05 p.m. The 53-32 Detroit Tigers, one of the best teams in baseball. Some would claim the best team in baseball. First place in the AL Central. They'll be visiting the 35-49 Washington Nationals. Younger team, not the best record, but they are a very competitive team. They have a pretty good offense. Where they lack is their pitching staff. Right now, Washington, a 45.2% chance to win this game. Detroit, a 54.8%, so actually kind of close to a 50-50 with the fan vote. Right now, the Tigers, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Detroit is -175. Washington is +145. The Tigers, one of the most rounded teams in baseball. They have power. They can hit for average. They don't have speed, but one of the best pitching teams, top 5 overall pitching team, starting rotation, bullpen. They're averaging 5 runs a game, hitting .256, 106 home runs, that's top 10, 30 steals, giving up 3.44 runs per game. This team can pitch. Washington right now, 4.4 runs a game, that's not bad. 244 average, 85 home runs, 74 steals, actually pretty balanced on offense, but they are giving up 5.01 runs per game. They get scorched, especially once you get to the bullpen. For the Nationals, they have Trevor Williams on the mound, 3-9 record. Might be the worst start of his career right now. Career about a 4.5 ERA, well above that this season, 5.65. 79.2 innings, 61 strikeouts. He's given up 97 hits in 79 innings. He's putting a lot of guys on base here. Tyler Holton on the mound for the Tigers, 3-3 record, 4.34 ERA, 37.1 innings, 30 strikeouts. But you can also make a strong case here for the Nationals to pull off game one. Crazy things happen in doubleheaders. I was practically 50-50 split here, but I'm going to go with the Tigers pulling off a close one. But I'm going to go with them winning by 1. So Tigers win, but I'll go with the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And this might be the toughest of all of the doubleheaders to call. Game one of our next doubleheader at 1:10 p.m. We have the 47-37 Milwaukee Brewers, one of the hottest teams during the month of June. Great hitting right now, speed, power, great pitching. They'll be facing off first the 48-37 New York Mets, who had a awful end of the month of June. They have the worst second half of the month of June in all of the major leagues right now. The Mets, 45.2% chance to win this game. The Brewers, a 54.8%. The Brewers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under right now. New York is +107. The Brewers are -128. Even though the Mets completely stunk up last month, you have to respect the talent on the team. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, they got to get 4 through 9 hitting. They got to get the pitching under control. They were number 1 in pitching the last 3 months. They fell off the last couple days of the month of June, but they have a lot of injuries right now. There's a lot of talent on this team. They just got to get everything on track. The Brewers lineup is averaging 4.7 runs a game, 247 average, 79 home runs, 99 steals. Extremely aggressive. Top 3 in baseball in stolen bases, giving up 3.77 runs a game. The Mets down to 4.3 runs a game, 245 average, decent power, 109 home runs is top 10. 64 steals, giving up 3.46 runs per game. The entire first 3 months of this season, they were sub 3. That's how many runs they've given up the last 2 weeks, basically. Right now, the Mets looking at this matchup. You're going to have a really good pitching matchup here. Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Brewers. Back-to-back 200 strikeout seasons. Career 3.6 ERA. This season, 8-4 record, 2.9 ERA, 93 innings, 98 strikeouts. Very close, 34 walks. Clay Holmes on the mound for the Mets. He's been one of their more consistent pitchers this season, the reliever turned starter. But how long will his arm hold up his first full season as a starter? 8-4 record. 2.97 ERA, 88 innings, 75 strikeouts, only 10 home runs, 35 walks. This pitching match is so good. 2.9 versus 2.97. Whose bullpen is going to hold up here? I'm going to go a little bit out on a ledge here. I'm going to go with the Mets. Statistically, they got to pull off a win at some point. The Mets, the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under here. And then game 2 of our doubleheader. How many times do I have to say watch out for doubleheaders? Definitely be warned. Game 2 at 6:15 p.m. The 45-39 San Diego Padres versus the 50-35 Philadelphia Phillies. 2 of the best rosters, 2 of the best teams in baseball. We already went over the team stats, so we don't have to re-go over that. Right now, the Padres a 46.1% chance to win this game. The Phillies a 53.9%. The Phillies are the favorites in this game. They are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. San Diego plus 121. The Phillies minus 143 right now. Looking at our pitching matchup in this game, it's a pretty good pitching matchup. Christopher Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. Career 3.5 ERA this season. Really good stats. 6-2 record, 2.79 ERA, 93.2 innings, 103 strikeouts. How about only 7 home runs in 16 games? That's really good control here. And Cease on the mound right now for the Padres. 4 straight 200 strikeout seasons. This is the worst season of his career. He's a veteran. He's experienced. He's going to get things back on track. It just haven't happened yet. 3-7 record of 4.53 ERA. 91.1 innings, 117 strikeouts. He's lining them up, sitting them down. He still has his strikeout power here, but the ERA is a little high. He's been giving up a lot of hits, walking a lot of batters, but he's going to be on this game. But I'm going to go with the Phillies winning it again. I'm going to go with the Phillies, the minus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over here. At 6:40 p.m., we have the 40-45 Minnesota Twins. They had a bad April. They had a great May. They had a bad June. They are due to rebound here this month. Do not underestimate them. They'll be playing the 38-45 Miami Marlins. Right now, the Twins 3rd place in the AL Central. The Marlins 4th place in the NL East, but a very competitive game here. Miami 47.2% chance to win this game. Minnesota a 52.8%. The Twins, though, they're going to be your Vegas favorites. They come into this game 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Minnesota minus 125. Miami's plus 105. But this is a competitive matchup. The Twins right now 4.2 runs a game, 241 average, 96 home runs, very good power, 40 steals, 4.21 runs per game as a team. Last month it was 3.5. So you see how bad the month of June was. But they are better than that. Miami 4.3 runs per game, very competitive offense, 254 average, 72 home runs, 67 steals, giving up 4.89 runs per game. What really scares me about the Marlins pitching is their bullpen. It has not played the best. Right now for the Twins, Simeon Woods Richardson on the mound, 3-4 record, 4.63 ERA, 58.1 innings, 52 strikeouts, and Jansen Junk on the mound for the Marlins. Very small sample size so far, but he's been pitching much better overall than the team. 2-0 record, 3.73 ERA, 31.1 innings, 26 strikeouts, only 2 walks in 31 innings. That is some crazy good control. Only 1 home run in 31 innings. I do like those numbers. He is due for a bad outing, but I'm going to go with the Marlins pulling off the win here, going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And now our second Game 2 doubleheader game at 6:45 p.m. The 53-32 Detroit Tigers might be the best team in baseball. They're at least top 3 versus the 35-49 Washington Nationals. We already went over the team stats. No need to re-go over those. Right now the Nationals 45.2% chance to win this game. The Tigers a 54.8%. The Tigers again 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under here. Washington minus 110. Detroit minus 110. Vegas potentially sees something here. Looking at the pitching, Jake Flaherty career 3.84 ERA, well above that right now. 5-9 record of 4.8 ERA, 84.1 innings, 100 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher. The Nationals do strike out a lot, but they have Mackenzie Gore also on the mound. The key here is if he has the lead when he leaves, the bullpen has to hold it. It is not optional. They're going to have Mackenzie Gore. He just needs you guys just maintain the lead for him. Let him get a win. 3-8 record, a 3.09 ERA, one of the better young strikeout pitchers in baseball. 99 innings, 129 strikeouts, only 11 home runs in 16 games. I'm going to go with the Nationals pulling off the upset game 2. I'm going to go with the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And on Prime Video at 7:07 p.m., AL East versus AL East matchup. The 48-37 New York Yankees first place in the AL East, but this next team, they are closing in on them. The 47-38 Toronto Blue Jays. If the Blue Jays win this game, they will be tied for first place. This is a very close division. There's a lot riding on this series. The Yankees 45.6% chance to win this game. The Blue Jays a 54.4. The Blue Jays offense went off yesterday, beat the Yankees. So some people might say because they scored a lot of runs yesterday, they're due for a low-scoring game today, so don't forget that. Right now, the Yankees 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. New York is -125. Toronto is +105. The Yankees, a top 10 overall offense, not swinging hot bats right now. Actually, they've played pretty bad the last 2 to 3 weeks, but Aaron Judge, .358 average, 30 home runs, 67 RBIs, continues to put up video game numbers. They're hitting .253, 126 home runs. That is second only to the Dodgers. 59 steals, game of 3.46 runs per game. This team can pitch. This team can score. Yes, not the best the last couple weeks, but you have to respect the talent here. Toronto, their bats have been hot for the last 4 to 5 weeks. They're starting to hit home runs right now. You cannot overlook that, and they are at home. 4.4 runs a game. .256 average, 83 home runs, 44 RBIs, giving up 4.2 runs per game. On the mound for the Yankees, Will Warren. This season, 4.37 ERA. For his career, it's around 5. 5-4 record, 80.1 innings, 103 strikeouts. He strikes out a lot of guys, but he gives up a lot of runs here. Jose Berrios on the mound for the Blue Jays. Career 4.01 ERA this season. 4-3 record, 3.26 ERA. Great start to the season. 102 innings, 89 strikeouts. A lot of walks, 37 walks, but he's keeping the bases clean. He has the hot bats behind him. Like I said, statistically, the Yankees might be due for a win here because their bats were quiet yesterday, but I'm going to go with the Blue Jays pulling off the upset. I'm going to go with the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And our final doubleheader, Game 2, at 7:10 p.m., the 47-37 Milwaukee Brewers versus the 48-37 New York Mets. We already went over what is riding on this game, already went over the team stats. The Mets a 45.2% chance to win this game. The Brewers a 54.8. Milwaukee, again, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. The Brewers are -125. The Mets are +105. Don't forget, whatever happens bullpen-wise could greatly affect this game by the time that we get to it. You have Jacob Misiorowski on the mound right now for the Brewers. This guy is getting a lot of praise right now, especially from the media, and deservedly so. Very small sample size, but he's looked good. 3-0 record of 1.13 ERA, 16 innings, 19 strikeouts, only 1 home run in his first 16 innings. No starter announced for New York. I hate going into games and not knowing who's going to start the game. It is very pivotal who's going to set up the first couple innings here. We're going into this game blind. We don't know all the variables. We don't even know what's going to happen with the bullpen because we don't know what's going to happen game 1. I don't like that. Give me the Brewers to win this game to cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under here. And it's 7:10 p.m., the 44-41 Cincinnati Reds, 4th place in the NL Central, but a very competitive team. Batting order has been up and down, but they have the hotter bats right now. They've had pretty good pitching since opening day. They'll be facing the 42-44 Red Sox. You always have to give the Red Sox some props. They're very difficult to beat at home. Right now, Boston, 55.1% chance to win this game. Cincinnati, a 44.9. The Red Sox are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Both of these teams can score some runs. The Cincinnati, +110. Boston, -130. The Reds offense, 4.6 runs per game. 248 average, 91 home runs, pretty decent power. 65 steals, giving up 3.82 runs per game. They have a slight edge when it comes to overall pitching. The Red Sox, very balanced offense, 4.7 runs a game, 248 average, 102 home runs, that's top 10. 70 steals, giving up 3.99 runs per game. For the Reds, they're going to be looking at Nick Martinez on the mound, 5-8 record, 4.12 ERA, 94 innings, 69 strikeouts, and Brian Bello on the mound for the Red Sox, 3-3 record. 3.41 ERA, 71.1 innings, 52 strikeouts. But for some reason, it really seems like this is one of those games that you can flip a coin and it could go that way. Give me the Red Sox to win this game, but I'm going to go with them winning it by 1 run. So I have them winning, but going with the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And it's 7:15 p.m. The 41-42 Los Angeles Angels, one of the better power hitting teams in baseball. Kind of questionable pitching staff, but they can score some runs via the long ball. They'll be visiting the 38-45 Atlanta Braves. The Braves, they've been all over the place this season, up and down. They have a fully loaded roster right now, and they have Acuna back, and they have Strider back. Zero excuses. They got to get as close to 500 before the All-Star break. Right now, Atlanta 56.3% chance to win this game. The Angels, a 43.7% chance. The Braves are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. The Angels are plus 120. The Braves are minus 145. The Angels right now, 4.3 runs per game, 229 average. They don't have the best batting average, but like I said, 124 team home runs. They have a top 5 home run hitting team, 37 steals, giving up 4.58 runs per game. The Braves, 4.1 runs per game, 244 average, 84 home runs, 42 steals, giving up 3.76 runs per game. They have Diego Fuentes on the mound right now for the Braves. He's a rookie, 0-2 record, a 10.8 ERA, but it's a very small sample size, so you don't want to judge him by that. 8.1 innings, 4 strikeouts, 3 home runs in 8 innings, but very small sample size. And then you have Kikuchi on the mound for the Angels. This is his first season pitching in the major leagues, and he's pitching really good right now. 3-6 record just gives this guy some run support. A 2.79 ERA, and he only has 3 wins. That is unacceptable from the Angels. 96.2 innings, 99 strikeouts. He has a buttload of walks, so 44 walks. He basically walks a guy every other inning, but he's not letting him score. I'm going to go with the Angels pulling off the upset here. I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over this game. And at 8:05 p.m., the 37-47 Baltimore Orioles, younger lineup, but they're starting to reach that home run potential, starting to hit a lot of homers the last couple weeks. They'll be playing the 41-44 Texas Rangers. They're kind of in that middle mark. They don't know what is going to happen this season. Should they fire sale? Should they make a run to still make the playoffs? They still have a shot here. Get back to 500 before the All-Star break. That's the key. Right now, Texas, 62.7% chance to win this game. Baltimore, a 37.3% chance. The Rangers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Texas minus 160. Baltimore's plus 135. Right now, the Orioles starting to swing the hot bat. They still give up a lot of runs, so they have to win via the shootout. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game. 240 average, 98 home runs. It's pretty good. 58 steals, giving a 4.95 runs per game. The thing about the Rangers here, one of the worst statistical offenses in baseball, but that's not what is on their lineup on paper. Very good lineup. Seager's back. Zero excuses, but they have a top 3 overall pitching staff. Give these guys some run support, and you should be well above 500. They're averaging 3.7 runs a game, hitting 227, 83 home runs, 72 steals, only giving up 3.23 runs per game. That is elite playoff caliber pitching. Looking at our pitching, Sagano on the mound for the Orioles. The Orioles cannot pitch, but this guy's been pretty good this season. 6-4 record, 4.06 ERA, 88.2 innings, 52 strikeouts, a lot of home runs, 17 home runs. Nathan Eovaldi, he is back for the Rangers. When he is on, he is a very, very good pitcher. 4-3 record, a 1.87 ERA, 72.1 innings, 75 strikeouts. Give me Eovaldi back. Give me the Rangers to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. And on ESPN, this matchup is much closer than it appears. At 8 p.m., the 40-42 Cleveland Guardians. Do not underestimate them. Not the best performance the last couple weeks, but overall, they're about a 500 team. They'll be playing the 49-35 Chicago Cubs. The Cubs, they can score with anyone in baseball. A top 3 overall offense. They have power. They have speed. They also have good pitching to complement it. Right now, Chicago, 73% chance to win this game. Cleveland, a 27% chance. Cleveland, second place in the AL Central. The Cubs, first place in the NL Central. Right now, the Guardians, 3.7 runs a game. 226 average. They got to get that offense back on track. That's the key. 81 home runs, 65 steals, giving up 4.03 runs per game. Kind of fallen off the last couple weeks. The Cubs, 5.4 runs per game, 256 average, 124 home runs. It's top 4 in baseball. 100 stolen bases. That's top 3 in baseball. And on top of that, they're only giving up 3.87 runs per game. But this is a really good pitching matchup. The Cubs here, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Chicago minus 165. Cleveland's plus 140. Tanner Beebe on the mound for the Guardians. Pretty good pitcher. 4-8 record, 3.9 ERA, 94.2 innings, 82 strikeouts. But Imanga on the mound for the Cubs. Look at these numbers. 4-2 record. 2.54 ERA, 49.2 innings, 37 strikeouts. Right now, though, Cleveland, they are due for a hard-fought win, but I do think the Cubs are going to inch this game out, but it's going to be a close one. Chicago wins it. They cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. In this next game, two teams going in completely opposite directions. At 8:40 p.m., the 50-34 Houston Astros, when the month of April ended, they were a couple games under 500. Now, with July starting, they're now 16 games over 500. Shows you the complete turnaround here. This team can do a bit of everything. They are a veteran, experienced squad, and they have really good pitching, but they've had good pitching for the last decade. They'll be playing the 19-65 Colorado Rockies. There's not much to say about the Rockies. They're the worst team in baseball. They're on pace to lose about 130 to 135 games, but they actually have pretty surprising power. They do hit a lot of home runs, but overall, they don't score runs. They don't pitch well. Right now, they have a 26.3% chance to win this game. Houston, a 73.7%. Houston, number one, first place in the ALS by a lot. They have a very massive lead. Right now, the Astros, 4.2 runs a game. 255 average. They are 2.5 run favorites, 10.5 over under. Whenever you see double digit over under, usually it is a Rockies game. Right now, Houston minus 255. Colorado is plus 210, but the Astros are such heavy favorites. Sometimes that's a little concerning because you think that you might be getting set up for the upset. As a team, the Astros are hitting 255, 91 home runs, 47 steals, giving up 3.47 runs per game. Really good pitching team. Colorado, 3.5 runs a game, 227 average, 79 home runs, 45 steals, giving up 5.5 runs per game. Pretty sure that's dead last in baseball. If it's not dead last, it is second to last. But at least Colorado, they've shown some fight the last couple weeks. Give them some props. They need something to build going forward. Right now, the pitching, Hunter Brown, one of the best young pitchers in baseball on the mound for the Astros. 8-3 record, a 1.74 ERA. No one's talking about this guy. That is Cy Young caliber numbers. 98 innings, 118 strikeouts, only 8 home runs given up in 16 games. And then you have Austin Gomber on the mound for the Rockies. 0-1 record. 6.14 ERA, but we haven't seen that much of him this season. 14.2 innings, 5 strikeouts. Give me the Astros to win this game to cover the spread. And I'm going to go with the over here. And at 9:40 p.m., this is a really good matchup. In all honesty, this is a 50-50 pick'em type game to me. We have the 45-40 San Francisco Giants, third place in the NL. The Giants, they don't have the best offense, but they have a top 5 overall pitching team. They have the starting rotation. They have the bullpen. Pitching travels with you on the road. They'll be visiting the 42-42 Arizona Diamondbacks. They are back alive. This division is so deep. They are a 500 team, fourth place in their division, but they still have a shot here to potentially make the playoffs. Right now, the Diamondbacks, 57.5% chance to win this game. The Giants, a 42.5%. Arizona, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Diamondbacks are minus 135. The Giants are plus 115. San Francisco, not the best offense, but it's not bad at all. 4.2 runs a game, 230 average, 79 home runs, 44 steals, giving up 3.38 runs per game. It's the pitching that gives this team a shot to win any game. And for the Diamondbacks, they're the complete opposite. They don't pitch very well, but they have an offense that can compete with anyone. 5.2 runs a game, 254 average, 120 home runs. That's top 5 in baseball. 62 steals, but they are giving up 4.78 runs a game. They don't really care. Their goal is they're just going to outscore you. Looking at the pitching matchup for the day, it's actually a pretty good one. You have Lyndon Raup on the mound for the Giants, 6-5 record, 3.43 ERA, very respectable start to the season. 81.1 innings, 74 strikeouts. Merrill Kelly on the mound for the Diamondbacks, career 3.7 ERA. This season, 7-4 record, 3.49 ERA, 98.0 innings, 100 strikeouts. But again, you got to respect the Giants pitching. This game's going to be very close. Give me the Diamondbacks pulling off the win here, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 9:40 p.m., this is the second to last game. The 39-46 Kansas City Royals. They have one of the worst offenses in baseball. Actually, statistically, a bottom 2 offense, but their pitching is really good. A top 5 overall pitching team. It's a shame for these pitchers. They just need some help. They just need some run support from the lineup. They'll be facing the 44-40 Seattle Mariners. They were very hot the month of April. They played good the month of May. The month of June, they got really cold, but now they're starting to work their way back up. They are second place in the AL West. Seattle, 71% chance to win this game. Kansas City, a 29% chance. The Mariners are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Seattle's minus 180. Kansas City's plus 150. But Kansas City, with the good pitching, you always have to respect them and take them serious. They're averaging 3.3 runs a game, 245 average, 58 home runs. One of the worst power hitting teams in baseball. 64 steals, giving up 3.46 runs per game. That is playoff caliber pitching, but this team finds himself under 500. Give these guys some runs. Seattle, very aggressive, very balanced offense. 4.6 runs a game, 247 average, 107 home runs, that's top 10, 79 steals, that's top 10, giving up 3.92 runs per game. Looking at the pitching, Noah Cameron on the mound for the Royals. This guy's a rookie. Great start to his career right now, but he's 2-4 with a 2.79 ERA. He just needs some help. 51.2 innings, 38 strikeouts. Logan Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners, 2-2 record, 3.55 ERA, 45.2 innings, 67 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher here. The Royals, though, if this game is a very, very low-scoring game, they are more than capable of pulling off the win here. But give me the Mariners to win a low-scoring game. It's a close one. They win it, they cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. And our final game of the day, we finally made it. That was a lot of games. If you guys made it to this point of the video, thank you. 18 games, that's a lot more than average because we have 3 doubleheaders today. Make sure to drop a comment down there. Thank you for watching it for this long. On MLB Network at 10:10 p.m., the 28-56 Chicago White Sox. Awful record. Lost 121 games last season, but they're actually surprisingly a very competitive team. A lot of very close one-run losses. They'll be playing the 53-32 Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers, one of the best teams in baseball, one of the best rosters in baseball. First place in the NL West, which is a very good division. Right now, LA, 74.7% chance to win this game. Chicago, a 25.3. The Dodgers are 2.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. LA minus 325. Chicago plus 260. They are the largest favorites of the day. Are they getting set up for the upset? Probably not, but those are some pretty big odds. Right now, the White Sox, 3.4 runs a game, 222 average, 65 home runs, 57 steals, getting off 4.1 runs per game, which actually isn't bad considering the fact that there's a lot of pressure on this pitching staff right now. The Dodgers, the best offense in baseball, 5.6 runs a game, 263 average, that's number 1. 133 home runs, that's number 1, just ahead of the Yankees. 45 steals, again, 4.22 runs per game. I don't blame them for that. They have 15 pitchers on the DL, so they're pretty depleted there. Bullpen's pretty drained. Right now, looking at pitching, Sean Burke going for the White Sox, 4-7 record, 4.22 ERA, 81 innings, 68 strikeouts, 37 walks in 81 innings. That is a lot of walks. Clayton Kershaw on the mound for the Dodgers. He got rocked his first 2 starts. He is back to vintage Clayton Kershaw performance. If you've been watching baseball for close to 2 decades, you know Kershaw is one of the best pitchers in modern baseball. 4-0 record, 3.03 ERA, 38.2 innings, 29 strikeouts, and I think he's going for 3,000 strikeouts today, so props to him. I think he only needs like 3 or something strikeouts. He's probably going to get it today. Give me the Dodgers to win this game to cover the spread, and I will go with the over. And if he hits it, props to him. Guys, that's our breakdown. That's our predictions for all of our baseball games today. All the games for Wednesday, July 2nd. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let me know. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there. And of course, thank you for watching.